Good evening, students. This is PTG ma'am, and hopefully you have watched my previous video, which was on what is asked in a Viva usually. We are discussing about the projects. We are discussing about Class 12 Entrepreneurship project. This topic being market survey. In the previous video, I have already given you some idea about what is asked in Viva, okay, or what is the Viva based on. Here in this video, I'm taking up the second topic, which is about the assessment rubrics. Now, what do you mean by the assessment rubrics? Students do understand that there's no point in writing a lot of things. What is important is you should write the right things, or things on which you will be marked and evaluated. So even if you're writing a lot many things, but if you're missing out on the rubrics on which you shall be assessed, then there is no scope of scoring a full mark. But if you are intelligent enough to go through the assessment rubrics and prepare your file in that manner, then your chances of scoring higher is greater. Okay, so I will just tell you a bit about the assessment rubrics. I will tell you about the topics which the board has already provided us with. You also have an access to that. If you have been quite updated with the syllabus and all, you must have seen this in the board's portal. There everything is mentioned. I'll just discuss about that, and I'll also show you the topics on which, or the headings on which you will be evaluated. So please do ensure that these headings are there when you are preparing your file for the first term. Okay, so let's look at this. All right, now this is the rubrics that I was talking about. Okay, here I have both the rubrics, that is both for business studies and entrepreneurship. I have highlighted the one for entrepreneurship with my pen. Okay, because things are the same, only the marks division is different for business studies and entrepreneurship. You know, for business studies, your project term 1 marks will be 10, and for entrepreneurship it will be 15. Okay, so there is a variation, a difference in the marks, but if you're talking about the content or the rubrics, they remain the same. All right, so first let me see if I can, just a moment. Now this is your rubrics that I'm talking about. Okay, these are the things which should be there in your file. So please do ensure that when you're preparing your project file, you are not missing out on these points, because these will carry marks. Some portion will carry 10 marks, so all these things together will carry 10 marks, and these things will carry 5 marks. Okay, this is 5 for EP also, and total is your 15 marks. This is your 15. Now what are the things? Introduction. You should introduce your project topic. What have you taken up? What is your project all about? If it's market survey, then market survey on what? Okay, so introduce your topic. Statement of purpose or need and objective of the study. Why are you so keen to conduct the market survey? Because the board has asked you to do? No, definitely not that. There is a purpose. Why do we do a market survey? Either we are going for market demand analysis, or we want to compare some of the brands and find out which one is more popular and why, or we want to comment maybe on some habits of the people, whether they're wearing helmets or not, or smoking habits or whatever. There can be different things on which we are conducting our survey. So the purpose, the need, the objective should be clearly stated. Why are you making that survey? Your objective might be different from that of your friends. It should be, actually. All right, so make sure that you are stating the purpose, the need, the objective of making that survey. Okay, now your questionnaires will be very important. Frame your questionnaires intelligently, carefully. See that your questions are such that you can come to a conclusion out of it. Okay, don't give vague questions or generalized questions. No, your questions should be well thought questions so that you can come out with a solution out of those questions. When you ask it to your respondents and when they answer you that, you can actually get the objective that you wanted to achieve achieved. Okay, so be careful about your questionnaires. Draft it carefully, show it to your teachers before you're getting a printout of the questionnaires or you're giving it out to others for filling it up. The language presentation, how you're presenting your file, that will also carry some mark. Presentation is also important. Okay, evidence means it should be a work, your work, original work, and there should be support. You should support that through some evidence that you have actually done it and you have not just copied it from your friend or you have downloaded it from the net. So there should be evidence for whatever you are doing. Questionnaires are very, very important. I'm again telling you. And how are you collecting the data? Most of you are going for the primary method where you will be giving out the questionnaires to respondents and getting their responses. Okay, so most of you are going for a direct method, a primary method. So how you are collecting your data, make sure that is also mentioned. Okay, next thing is, why do you think your topic that you have selected is important? Keeping in mind today's scenario or whatever. Okay, so why do you think market survey is important? And the next thing is the challenges that you have faced while asking the questions.